everyone, welcome to Math World. This video is to discuss last part of the quadratic equation. Okay, so now solve the following equations. The first question is you need to solve 11x power negative half plus 5x power negative 1 equals to 12. So even though this question is not in the quadratic formula, it's not in the quadratic form. Okay, because the quadratic form is supposed to be ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. But then we realize that there is a relationship between x power negative half and x power negative 1. Alright, so now you should understand that if I square this, x square of x power negative half is same as x to the power of negative half times 2. So negative half times 2 is basically negative 1. So therefore, if I let u be x power negative half, then this is going to be my u squared. And I can easily change this equation into quadratic equation. Okay, so then from here, I will start with let u equals to x degree negative half. Therefore, my u squared is going to be x degree negative half. This is my u, and you square it, and at last, it is x degree negative 1. Okay, so I will rewrite this equation. So it becomes 11u plus 5u squared equals to 12. Okay, and since you have u squared and a constant, then I will just rearrange so that it is in the quadratic form. That will be 5u squared plus 11u minus 12 equals to 0. Okay, and when we solve quadratic equation, as in the previous video, we know that there are three methods. The first is factorization, second is quadratic formula, and the third is completing the square. So I will use factorization, okay, as my first option. So now to get 5u squared is basically 5u times u. Okay, next we need to check the multiplication of two signs. So plus times a sign to get minus. That means that sign must be minus. And here I should have one plus and minus in the last column. Okay, in the last column. And then you should understand that we need to get positive 11u in the middle column. So now I will have to consider, okay, the minus half. The half will have, not half, the 12 will have the factors of 4 and 3. Okay, so I will write probably 3 and 4 here. And because of the plus 11u, I will write plus 3 and minus 4. So then when I do expansion here, it will be plus 15u. And then this is minus 4u. Okay, and now when you do expansion for the first column, we times. So 5u times u, 5u squared. And then plus 3 times minus 4, minus 12. Middle term or middle column, we are adding. So 15u plus minus 4u, that is plus 11u. Therefore, I'm getting the same quadratic function. And at last, my factors will be just a cross multiplication. So then you will have to write down 5u minus 4 times u plus 3 equals to 0. So the multiplication of two terms equals to 0 means that one of them must be 0. So which means I might be getting 5u minus 4 equals to 0 or u plus 3 equals to 0. So then my u will be 4 over 5 or u equals to minus 3. Now remember, we are solving the equation in terms of x. So my solution is supposed to be x and not u. So what to do now here is you need to substitute back into this substitution. Okay, so just replace the u by x power negative half. So x power negative half is 4 over 5 or x power negative half is negative 3. Now the meaning of power negative means 1 over. Okay, x power negative 1 is 1 over x, right? So because of the minus, you get 1 over. Then the remaining x power 1 will be the denominator. Alright, so what to do here is I will write 1 over x power half. X power half is basically square root x. So I'm getting these two results. But then you should understand that 1 is positive, square root x is positive. So Positive divided by positive, it will not be negative. That means when 1 over square root x equals to negative 3, you should just write no solution. Impossible to get negative value. Okay, which means now here we only have one solution, that is 1 over square root x equals to 4 over 5. Now to get the x, firstly I have to get the square root x as a subject, which means I will just move up, or I will just swap the numerator and denominator. Therefore, you will be getting square root x equals to 5 over 4. And now, to get the x, you square both sides. Okay, so I square both sides. So square of square root x is basically x. Square of 5 over 4, you are getting 25 over 16. So your solution for this question is 25 over 16. Okay, so done for the first question. Now let's move on to second example, the B. So again, this is x degree 1 and x degree half. So we know that square of x degree half is going to be x degree 1. Okay, therefore, I will let u be x degree half. Then my u squared is going to be x degree half squared. That is x degree 1. Okay, then from here, I will be getting 7u squared, because x degree 1 over here equals to 23u plus 6. And move all the terms on the right side to the left side to get 7u squared minus 23u minus 6 equals to 0. So here we get the quadratic equation. And now you may try to factorize this, but unfortunately this quadratic equation cannot be factorized. So what to do is we are going to use the quadratic formula, right? So compare with the general formula, which is ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation. And then your general formula is x equals to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So now here I will write down all my constants first. My a is going to be 7. B is minus 23, C is minus 6. Okay, so since your equation here, quadratic equation in terms of u, that means now we no longer use x. We have to change to u in our formula, which means now you'll be getting u equals to minus b, so minus negative 23 plus minus square root of b squared, so square root of negative 23 minus 4, a is 7, c is minus 6, then over 2 times 7. And now here you will be getting 23 plus minus square root 697 over 14. And now, for your information, your final answer should in terms of x. Alright? And now we are solving for u. So, if you do not get exact value, so you have to give more than 3 significant figures. Therefore, here when you do calculation, when you calculate using negative, right, the minus, you will be getting negative 0.2429. I give 4 significant figures instead of 3. So the 3 significant figures will be the final answer. And when you calculate using plus, it will be 3.5286. So from here, my u is x degree half. So square root x equals to negative 0.2429. Now, for your information, square root x is always positive. That means this one, no solution. Okay, so therefore, square root x equals to 3.5286. Right, you should choose a positive value instead of the minus because of the square root. So what to do now here is, to get the x, just square both sides. Alright, so square both sides. Therefore, your x is going to be 12.451. And then round up to 3 significant figures. So when 3 significant figures, look at the fourth one. So since it is 5, or whenever it is 5 and above, you have to round up the previous figure. So that is going to be 12.5. So this is our solution of this question. Okay, see? x degree 6 minus 35 x degree 3 plus 216 equals to 0. So again, okay, I know that 6 equals to 3 times 2. Therefore, x power 6 will be x power 6 same as square of x power 3 because 3 times 2. Alright, therefore I will let u be x cubed. Therefore, or hence, u square is square of x cubed. That is going to be x power 6. So therefore, the first equation here, right, the original equation becomes u square minus 35u plus 216 equals to 0. And this quadratic equation can be factorized. So u square is u times u. Now, the next step is check minus times minus to get plus. So I will have to write both minus in the third column. Alright, so the factors of 216 to get, when I add up these two factors, it should be 35. Then the two factors should be 27 and 8. So when you do expansion here, you multiply, I will be getting negative 27u and negative 8u. So first column, when you multiply, okay, this one you multiply, and the middle column you plus. So u times u is u squared, minus 27u plus minus 8u is minus 35u, minus 27 times minus 8, that is plus 216. Now, lastly, your factors multiply. That is going to be u minus 27 times u minus 8 equals to 0. Okay, so I will get u minus 27 equals to 0 or u minus 8 equals to 0. Hence, your u equals to 27 or u equals to 8. Now, replace back. Okay, refer to this substitution. So x cubed equals to 27 or x cubed equals to 8. So then from here, to get the x degree 1, okay, I need to eliminate the power 3. So this can be done by consider the 1 over 3, the power of 1 over 3, cube root for both sides. Okay, then this is going to be 3 times 1 over 3 is 1. So I will get x degree 1 equals to 27 to the power of 1 over 3, that is going to be 3. And x equals to cube roots of 8, that is going to be 2. So my solution for this question is x equals to 3 or x equals to 2. Alright, so the next example is x degree 1 over 3 minus 6x negative 1 over 3 equals to 1. So basically both of them are the same, it's just that one is positive degree, another one is negative degree. So in this case, I will just let u be x degree 1 over 3. Okay, so therefore you will be getting u degree 1 minus 6u degree negative 1. That equals to 1. Right? Then now u degree minus 1, that is going to be 1 over u. So I will change to u minus 6 over u equals to 1. And now for the whole equation, to eliminate the denominator, what to do is just times the u. Then you will have to times u to the whole equation. So the first term, u times u, becomes u squared. Second term is minus 6. Third term is 1 times u, you get u. And now I rearrange it to get the general quadratic equation form. That will be u squared minus u minus 6 equals to 0. And you can try to factorize this. So u squared is u times u. Okay, and again, this minus times a plus to get the minus. Therefore, I will have 1 plus and 1 minus in my third column. But look at here. I need to get minus u for the addition of these two terms. But then the factors of 6 will be 3 and 2. Okay, so in order to get minus u as the final result in my second column, I should have written minus 3 and plus 2. So minus 3 times plus 2 is minus 6. And then when I do expansion here, this is going to be minus 3u and then plus 2u. Okay, then from here, you will be getting u squared minus u, then here is plus minus 6. Right? And then my factors will be 6 plus 2 and 6 minus 3. Actually, all this factorization, you may use calculator. There is a built-in function in your calculator. Okay, then now your u minus 3 equals to 0, or u plus 2 equals to 0, which means either your u equals to positive 3 or u equals to negative 2. And now look at your u here. Your u is x power 1 over 3, means cube root of x. So when it is cube root of x, I will just write x power 1 over 3 equals to 3, or x power 1 over 3 equals to negative 2. Now, for your information, when the degree is odd number, okay, you see here, 3 is odd number, it is fine when you get positive and negative. But if it is degree 1 over 2, the 2 is an even number, it must be always positive. So you have to take note on this. Right? So now, again, use back the same concept. To get the x degree 1, I will eliminate the power 1 over 3 by multiplying 3. That means you cube the x power 1 over 3. Okay, therefore this is going to be 3 cube. And then the other one is cube of x power 1 over 3. The right side will be cube of minus 2. Okay, so lastly, the left hand side is x degree 1. Then the right hand side, just calculate. 3 power 3 is basically 27. And lastly, the other one is going to be cube of negative 2. That is going to be negative 8. So therefore, I'm getting 2 values for the solution of this question. Okay, so done for the part D. And that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Again, please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy watching my video, and also share this channel to your friends. And also stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Thank you everyone. Bye.